What's up, MTV? How you doing? Good morning to you. How's life been? I gotta get on the move. Morning ends at 10 in Gen 2. So I gotta catch morning Pokemon. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? You got 2K work put on your vehicle? Damn, dude. Did you get everything solved, though? I can, Empty Belly, but I'm trying to hold off on doing that. I would like to say in the video that I never did any of that, so we'll see. If it's getting to the point where like I literally can't do anything else, then I'll just I'll change the clock. Jeez. Thankfully, I got a huge refund on my taxes recently, so it's time to get it done nice. You guys already did taxes? What's up, Wes? Top of the morning to you. Yeah, I just woke up like 20 minutes ago. Wanted to do some catching. God damn it. Yes, I'm taking day night seriously. I was just telling Empty Belly that if it gets in the way, like if I can't do anything else, if I literally can't do anything else, then I'll just manipulate the clock. What's up, Diesel Danny? Partly cloudy 70s. I honestly wish I was fishing. How are you doing today? I'm doing excellent. It's very rainy today. but I like the rain. Kangaskhan should have double XP. No, mine was from an adjustment. My doctor filed a form for disability tax for diabetes. It went back 10 years. It was approved, so I got 20k US. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Come on. What's up, Phantom? Acquire the sire. I need a sand shrew from this cave too. Isn't it the Union Cave that brings you to the ruins of Alph as well? Like there's a... one of these takes you there. Brandon Whitman, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Oh, it ran? Quagsire can do that? Did you get a Lapras already since it's Friday? I'm doing it right now. I could transfer it from the Gen 1 games because I have it on yellow from that first video. But I kind of want to do it. For some reason, I just want to do it in case people don't know you can do it in Gen 2. Because there's people who haven't played this or the Gen 2 remakes, and they may not know. On YouTube, I'm Dad Jokes Kill. I prefer the Twitch stream, so if I pause to answer someone's question and hit play again, it's still real time. I got you. I understand. Well, welcome. Played Stadium 2 when I was a kid, and did not understand typing, and Quagsire always messed me up. Yeah, because Thunder wouldn't work? Yeah. It's okay. It took way too long for me to realize that Ghost was super effective against Psychic because Psychic was super effective against Ghost in Gen 1, and Ghost didn't have any good attacks in Gen 1 against Psychic, so... for way too long. And then everybody's like, well, the anime tried to tell you. It's like, yeah, but like, I played the games more than I watched the anime. You can't blame me. The games was telling me something different. Hey! What a beautiful Pokemon. I don't think... what? I don't think Psychic was immune to Ghost. It was just that the Ghost moves were all like... weren't they all like, they were just so weak, weren't they? Was it literally immune to Ghost? That was easy. I also need a sand shrew from here, but I don't think I can get it on this level, so I have to go up one floor. No, well, that's new to that's new to me. I always thought it was just because, like, moves like Lick and other stuff was just so weak that it seemed like it wasn't good against Psychic. Damn it. I do all that work to get around him. At the last tile, he looks at me. Yeah, but Wes, Eon is saying that Psychic or Ghost or Psychic was immune to Ghost in Gen 1. I don't remember that. I knew that Psychic was good against Ghost because of Gengar having poison. That was easy. Damn it. I'm wasting precious morning hours. Oh, you look. If it's a link about the typing thing, I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying I don't remember. Did you never pull up to Serena with Haunter like Ash and try to lick, only to be one-shotted by Psychic? No. Why did I feel like I just never used Ghastly. You know, I think I know why. After like the craze, the initial craze of Gen 1, I remember moving to an apartment where I had like no friends anymore, and I used to just like mentally block out any Pokemon that needed a trait evolution. Cuz like I never wanted to play, even though like as an adult, I now know that the mid evolution Pokemon of the trait evolution lines are great. Like they're still strong. I still wanted to get like the fully evolved thing, so I would never do like Machoke, Haunter, things like that, Graveler. I never did it because I was like, I want the fully evolved thing. It almost felt like crazy DLC when there was rare times where I could trade my Pokemon to evolve them. Like I remember like being so enamored, like, wow, I finally get to use a Golem. This Onyx really isn't making life easier. Can you get in the fucking ball? Oh, you mean, what Wes would describe as a war criminal? All my homies hate trade evolutions. As a kid, I avoided the trade evolutions. I wanted to fully evolve my mons and grew up without access to trading pretty much, so no... Golem, Gengar, yeah. I agree. Oh god, and so... Like, I remember being in these apartments where I had no friends for Gold and Silver specifically, and I only had one Game Boy. So things like Steelix and, what do you call it? Slow King and stuff like that. Those new trade evolutions, I was just like, I'll never see those. I'm just never gonna see them. I never knew about the... Look, I was, like, in the quintessential, like... childhood Gen 1 upbringing. We did not know about the Mew glitch. I'm pretty sure that was like, if you did know about it, you were like a small select few. Because I never, even in the years after it, I don't remember anybody talking about it. It feels like a relatively, once people like really figured out how the game works and how you can manipulate things, it feels like a more like in the 2000s people kind of figured that out. We definitely knew about Missing No. Like I learned Missing No from other kids like during the height of the craze. Good old HMs. Alright, we're teaching Wesley strength. I'm not going back. There we go. I have to be careful here, because there's... trying to find a patch of grass. Mine was diesel, mine was also blue. And then I got yellow. I never got red as a kid. And I thought it was like... To this day, when I play like Red Virtual Console and stuff, I still get like it's like a special feeling. Like, whoa, I'm finally playing Red version. Wow, me. Just a simple kid. Oh god, this one's gonna mess me up. Jeez, this one's crazy. I'm trying to find, like, there we go. This is a top piece. This is a corner piece. Yeah, this one isn't doing anybody any favors. What the hell even is this? They intentionally, like, because in the first ones, they made pretty clear corner pieces. They went out of their way to make no corner pieces on this one. Tricksy hobbits, dude. Oh my god. Look in the middle. Look at these 3 pieces. Where the hell do these go? Oh my god. That's why it's stupid. It's supposed to be like waves. It's an ammonite. I hate those ancient. That's gotta be wrong. Yeah, I'm... What the hell? I'm close. I can smell it. When I got blue, I was honestly too young for it. I'm surprised I ever beat the game, seeing as I couldn't read and relied on move animations to try and understand what moves we were using. There was a lot I didn't understand. Like, there's a lot of memory. I didn't read either. It was actually really not till I like really replayed it for videos, and I was like intently listening to what all the NPCs said, where I was like, okay, the game actually does tell you a lot of stuff. Like, I used to think, oh, Gen 1, it's so cryptic, they don't tell you anything. And then I was like, oh, I think I was just a kid. Like, I think I was just a kid not reading anything. Because I remember, it was like Pewter City, and I forget what it was, but I was like replaying it for my Red and Blue video. Seems like ages ago. And, I just remember actually like talking to every NPC because I wanted to mention that in the video. And I was like, oh wow, they do tell you like a bunch of cool stuff. Okay, what I'm trying to do is get to the There's like a part of Ruins of Alph with grass, and I can't figure out how to get there. Like, it's where you get a Smeargle. Okay, I guess still Union Cave, I suppose. The caves. I was just there. Reset. Reset. What kind of man do you think I am? I would never reset. Darn it. Look, now I'm too lazy. Can I say something? I've never liked the unknown thing. I've never liked it. I'm gonna stand by it. So you guys, are you saying go north of here and there's another entrance? No, it's it's back the way I came, but it's probably a different part. Some of these random encounters are fine with because I'm looking for a Sandshrew. I talked to every NPC when I played, but had no idea what was being said. I remember my mom trying to help me and trying to get me enough money for the bike, just for her to ask me why I didn't tell her I had the bike voucher already. Me being unable to read, I'm like, I have no idea what I picked up. Yeah, the 28 unknown stuff feeling like torture for sure. For sure. I didn't dig it. I think I went north. No, oh, yeah, I got you. I went south. Thanks, boys. I agree. The Suicune stuff made sense. The unknown stuff, like, I just never, like, cared. I was like, oh, Suicune, and all the unknown just confused me. What do they even give you for completing it in Gen 2? Do they even give you anything? meant to do Leech Life, but... You could print out the unknown anyway, you please, so you could write a message in an unknown and print it out. Well, I do have the printer. There we go. Natu. Can it survive a Leech Life? No. Oh, well, that doesn't help. So, Smeargle is a 10% encounter, and last night it took like an hour to find a Sea King with a 10% encounter, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Okay, can it survive a non-critical Leech Life? Nope. Come on now. Oh, I think I need a ladybug. Do I? Because I could get ladybug from trees, I guess, and it doesn't matter what time of day. Oh! We gotta go to Route 38 for, Tauros and Miltank. It's not too urgent because they're also daytime captures, not just morning. I want to check the ladybug thing. Okay, I already going. Corsola too. Do you guys ever think Corsola looks like if like Chansey had Divergent Evolution in the ocean or something? I love the Xatu line. I feel like I never got to use it because it's one of those awkward Pokemon where like you have to, like as a kid you have to know how to get to this area and to backtrack to it before you beat the end of the game. So Diesel, I do have Stadium 2, and I can speed up the game now because they thought of this in Generation 2, In Generation 1, you could just unlock the Doduo Tower, and then you could play your whole playthrough in Generation 1 on speed up. In Gen 2, they thought of that, and they said you could only speed up the gameplay on your cartridge for Gen 2 games if you've beat the Elite Four. So now that I beat the Elite Four, I would then have to, which took a lot of time, I'd have to go to I'd have to go to Stadium, and now I'd have to unlock in Stadium the Doduo Towers. And I figure at this point, I'll just, you know, I just won't add that component to the video, and it's fine. A chance of the Corsola theory, they just look so similar. For breakfast this morning, I'm having a poppy seed muffin. I should have worked out last night, but I was tired. Corsola just always remind me of bubble gum. So, something else I can get around is the evolutionary stones for a lot of Pokemon, other than the bug catching one. Like, for example, I have a Poliwrath. I have the final evolution of a lot of things in Generation 1, so I don't need to get the stones all over again, because I could just send over the final evolutions, but it makes my life easier for Generation 1 Pokemon if I can catch the Generation 1 Pokemon here of the, you know, the first or second stage, so that I don't need the stones. So, for example, like Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, I don't need to get all those stones again. I could just send those over from the Gen 1 game. It's crazy because doesn't his shiny have like a red accent like that? Maybe that's a Gen 2 thing. Yeah, so in Gen 2 they made his sprite look like shiny. Because he's supposed to have a green thing. I wonder if he could survive a leech life. His shiny is green, so they swapped it. That's funny. Get in the ball. It's purple Gen 2, yeah. Nice. Alright, let's go get Tauros and Miltank. Yeah, that was easy. That's only a 5% encounter. I still need to go back to Union Cave and get a Sand Shrew. Shouldn't be long though. It's a 30% encounter rate. It doesn't need to be right now either. It's utter doom. Oh, you trickster. Yeah. Phantom, is your name, does it have anything to do with, Persona. What was my trick to catch? Well, the idea is I use this Parasect who has Spore, and Spore is like 100%. I think it's 100% to land. That's why only a few people, or a few Pokemon have Spore. I don't have False Swipe, because False Swipe is not a TM in Generation 2. There are some Pokemon that learn it naturally, but those Pokemon don't have, like, Spore. So, what I could do is breed a Pokemon with False Swipe, a male Pokemon with False Swipe, with a Paras in the Bug-type group. So then I get a baby Paras that knows False Swipe, so I could have Spore and False Swipe. But then I thought that would have been too much work, and now, in hindsight, I think that would have taken a little bit of time, but it would have been worth it, because I'm not maximizing my catching chance. Like, it's nice putting a status condition on Pidgeotto, but I'm often too scared to do any attacking moves because sometimes it kills them. Oh, Diesel, you mean that. Yeah, I used to do down and B. I notice I don't do it anymore, though. I don't do any ritual anymore. Scyther knows False Swipe, but he doesn't know Spore. Hold on. This is a female Parasect. And I have a Scyther. Indeed, Persona 5 based. It's one of my neurodivergent hyperfixations. Well, great. You'll be nice to have around when I start those streams. Because I want to play Personas. Yeah, Diesel, I talked about that in my Red and Blue video, because I think that's like that's I don't know if that's a generational thing, if like all generations do it. But I know us Gen 1ers and 2ers, we definitely had our rituals. To breed? Yeah, Wes. Now that I think of it, okay, the only issue is that I would then have to train up a Parasect, and it's like, at this point, is it worth it? Do it? I know. Is it worth it at this point, though? Because remember, I've already beat the game. I've only not gone after Red. In original and Royal multiple times. Eon Kane, do you think your wife will watch when I start playing Persona? Is that how we get her into the cult? Yeah! My luck is turning around. So, okay, somebody help me out with breeding in Gen 2. Do I have it right where I would need a male Scyther with False Swipe, and then I breed it with a female Parasect, which will get in being a female will give me that as a baby. I'm not doing any glitches like that. I'm being super authentic. No glitches. PS3. Oh, well, PS3. I don't know if Fallout is nearly as bad as Fallout New Vegas was for PS3. Are you gonna play it, or are you just selling it? What's up, Veronius? Verunius, how you doing? Yeah, Empty Belly. The PS3 versions of many Bethesda games are very, 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 very bad. Like Skyrim. Oh my god, Skyrim on PS3. Woo! It's almost like a different game in the sense of like you're doing it because it's hilariously bad. Which is a whole different experience that no other version of Skyrim can give you. It's an unfun stream game. Well, it's funny because I know I talk a big game about maybe streaming it. I don't think I want to stream the Personas. That feels like a game I don't want to stream. But what is your reasoning for it being an unfun stream game? Is it because it just takes too long? You ripped the game and sold it, and that's funny. I used to do that with my original Xbox. I had an original Xbox that my mom's friend modded for me, and I used to go to the video store and rent video games. We had a local, our local video store did if you bought this membership thing, you could rent 2 games at a time, and you could trade them in unlimited. And it was like, I got this modded Xbox, and over 3 days, I went there like 20 times. They're like, what are you doing? I was like, nothing. I just, and I was treating it like I had the FBI on me. I was like, oh, dude, I just doing my thing, and I just tried the game and I don't like it. What's the big deal, huh? A man can't try out different games? It's a personal RPG on what you want to do, yeah. I can see so many people being like, that's not the efficient way to do it. You're gonna miss a storyline if you don't do it this way. I hear you. You're probably right, Young Kane. Oh my god, Master How the fuck did that happen? Oh my god. What happened? Oh, did I run out and the next selection was Master Ball? God. So I don't know when I saved last. Like, did I even get? Let me look at the PC. Did I even get like Lapras? Okay, I got Smeargle and Natu. Lapras. Okay, okay. So, what... Okay, okay. So... This is fine. So I gotta get Miltank and Tauros. This is fine. Go ahead, Phantom. We're not too far behind. Yeah, Wes, you're right. This isn't bad. Yeah, you can have more than 99. It goes to the next, like, increment on a different slot. Well, since we're here, Wes, if you don't mind, somebody, is that how breeding works? If you want to pass down a false swipe, like... The common method... I'm using AI here, don't yell at me. Breed a Pokemon from a field or bug group with a Pokemon that can learn false swipe, such as Scyther or Farfetch'd, and then breed the resulting offspring with another compatible Pokemon. Go ahead, Phantom. I'm ready for it. Male has to have the move, okay. So, Scyther can learn False Swipe, right? I know you said you're doing this legit all the way, but you've said if it comes down to it, you change the clock or schedule an encounter like Laura's if needed. Well, I didn't say the thing about the Laura thing, because I don't even know what you're talking about, but the... And you're not being confrontational. The changing of the... Well, the changing of the clock, I mean, good point. Is that a glitch, though? Like, that's something they programmed into the game. Now, is it something they explain in the game? No. Paris level 1 has 1 move, so it can inherit 3 from its dad. Best to have False Swipe as Scyther's first move to make it sure it's going to copy over. Don't think all the Scyther's moves will go, like, Wing Attack. By level up 18, okay. Okay, so let's... Boys, is that what we're going to do? Are we going to make the ultimate catching Pokemans? Let me deposit real quick. I'll deposit... Chinchao. And then I think Scyther is like... Because I kept... Yes, I kept the Scyther from the bug catching contest. We're going to Kanto. Gonna go get some experience. Where's a good place in Kanto to get wild experience? Is it just Mount Silver, maybe? I think I need to talk to Oak. Is that even necessary? Am I misremembering some things? Okay, there we go. I can go to Mount Silver now. Oh, I can catch that. You haven't played Gen 2 in a long time. You remember some stuff pretty well. What have you been playing recently? Varunius. Your phone crashed. What? If you answered, I missed it. You were worried about it being confrontational. I don't think that's confrontational. So, I think I just said, well, I was bouncing around the debate of if that is the same thing as a glitch. Because no, the game nor the game manuals never explained how to reset the clock. I don't think. Like, I don't even think that would have been in the player manual. But it was programmed into the game, so it's like, I don't know. It's a good question. It's fair. Is it intended? Probably not necessarily. It was probably only meant for devs to know. Pokemon Blue, been trying to complete the decks in there after completing Gen 3. Yeah, I completed the Pokedex in Yellow. So I'm trying to just do as much as I can on this before I start trading with Yellow. Like, for example, I wanted... and it's wishy-washy on what I care about, because I wanted to catch Lapras here, even though I had it on Yellow. But there's other things that I'm definitely, like, not trying to redo all over again. Like, for example, the stones. I'm fine just trading from Yellow or evolving stuff in Yellow. Just buying the stones and... over there. Level 40 Ponyta, huh? Can you survive a flamethrower from a level 69 Typhlosion? Because if you can, then I'm gonna try to catch you. No. I didn't even send my actual question. I didn't mind either way, was just curious. A lot of communities on glitches and exploits seem arbitrary, so I was like, oh, I'm not like too strict on it. Well, I think you did send your question, right? You were saying, you were asking about the clocks counting as a glitch or not. You're right, it is very arbitrary. Dude, Phantom, I remember when I first started getting into watching speedrunning, first, okay, I'm not like this anymore. Now I think glitches are fascinating and like really fun and entertaining, but I remember when I was just like a casual new viewer to watching speedrunners, I was watching ZFG, who is a Ocarina of Time speedrunner, and he would do 100%. And I think what I was trying to look for, like, but I didn't just type it in on YouTube. I just found them some other way. But what I was trying to look for probably was I was trying to look for a non-commentary like playthrough or something, because I just wanted to have Ocarina of Time up for old time's sake, because I hadn't even gone back and played it myself in many years. But I found speedrunning, so when they were doing glitches, I was like, what is this? Like, play the game, you know, they're like breaking the game and whatever. I'm like, this is like cheating. And now I just like, it's a skill set. It's really cool now that I think of it. But anyway, I was like, I still want to watch speedrunners because some of them are fun to watch and they're charismatic and stuff. So I was like, I found out what Glitchless was, and I was like, oh, maybe that's what I should be watching. And then I watched Glitchless, and there's so many things where they're like, it's fun. You're right. It's arbitrary what they define as like, oh, this is not a glitch. And this is or something. And I was like, oh my god. Because in Glitchless, there was one where like they don't consider it a glitch if you put a bomb down, jump, and then the bomb hits you and sends you over a gate. And that's fine if that's not a glitch. That's just how, because their retort is like, well, that's a game mechanic. Like, the game is supposed to launch Link if he gets hit by a bomb strike and whatever. But it's like, but then they'll say certain things like, oh, this wasn't intended by the devs. Well, certainly it wasn't intended by the devs for you to skip entire portions of the game by being hit by a bomb strike that would like launch you over a thing where they really wanted you to have like the hook shot for it or something. So it's like, historical archives, you'll never find it. I was never a content creator when I was like that. No, now I actually prefer, like, if I want to watch a non-glitch playthrough or something, I just go on YouTube and do like a you know, non-commentary playthrough video or something like that. But if I want to watch a speedrunner, I have no issues with glitches. I'm a changed man. I'm fixated on this ponytail, sorry. Ponytail, get in the ball. Fine, I'll send out our inferior parasect. I know shiny hunters consider speed up on emulation for shiny hunting, but you mentioned the Dodrio Tower in Stadium earlier and now I'm wondering where the official speed up falls. The official speed up, that's in my, you know, since it's so arbitrary and stuff, I think everybody gets to decide their own rules. Like, okay, I'm not in any kind of community for completion, right? I get to make up my own rules for my video. And I think in my context, as long as you establish what the rules are for the video, then you can do whatever you want. So like in my first Pokedex completion video, I used the speed up, the official speed up from Pokemon Stadium, but I established it at the beginning of the video. So if that's not your thing or you think that's cheating, like, not you personally, but like somebody watching, then all right, cool. Not the video for you. But I also think as long as you just establish what the rules are of the video, I think you do what you want. That's the thing. We're playing back at video games. There's no rules to this. And I need to take my own advice sometimes, because sometimes I get so swept up in like wanting to do things a certain way, and I'm like, at the end of the day, I get to make my own rules. I love this Pokemon Center. It's like so out of the way, and there's just like one old lady that reinforces like this is like an old Pokemon Center. Like I imagine it's just like this, you know, like those survival sheds out in the wilderness in case people get lost and they need to hunker down. I was thinking from like one random battle, Scyther would gain a level, but he didn't. So now I'm worried how long this is gonna take just to get to level 18. Whoa. There's a lot of stuff you can catch here. Oh my god, I've fled. My favorite Pokemon Center has always been the one before Victory Road and Hoenn. I don't know why, I just liked it. Also, love resource heart skills because you could fish love disc. Ah, smart. I'm kind of realizing I don't want to keep catching stuff here because I want to record this later as a section. Basically off screen I've been recording different sections. Like I have a folder for when I do catch Pokemon by fishing. That's how I'm going to break up the video. It's not going to be like sequential. I'm going to have arcs. So it's going to be like the fishing arc, the grass encounter arc, the burn tower arc, the legendary arc. We're doing this like Dragon Ball Z. Ah, okay, Wes. So it'll get like what, like 75% of the XP at that point? Whoa. Scyther's backspray looks so funny. It doesn't look like intimidating at all. He looks like he actually looks kind of scrawny. It's a mantis. You can say that all you want, but Scyther looks like a badass when you look at it from the front. It looks, to me, Scyther looks less like a mantis and more like, oh man, like a, it kind of looks like just like a big dude with scythe arms. Side wielding ninja, yeah. There we go. Fall swipe, baby. All right. I guess I'll pursue, because I don't know which ones it's gonna learn. Hopefully it's not random. Oh my god. The Scyther's female! It's fine. We just have to get... No, it's not fine. It's not fine. The Scyther needs to be male. What a waste. Oh my god. Everything seemed so perfect. Oh my god. Get out of here, Scyther. You lied to me. Go away, Scyther. It's your fault. It's not my fault. You shouldn't have misled me. Where'd my Pidgey go? Oh, I want to get the leftovers off Snorlax. I love how Snorlax does have its own animation, though. I so rarely use Snorlax in Gen 2 because you get it so late that I didn't even realize that. Abstract kind of ways Scyther's situation is reminiscent of the plot of Mulan. And I'll make a man out of you. Let's learn full swipe so we can catch the mons. You're not suited for the catching war. Now get back in the box, you're through. How could I teach false swipe from you? That's a fucking banger, dude. I'm gonna listen to it. Fine, I can't find my Pidgey, so we'll teach Noctowl. Noctowl's our new fire. Thank you, chat. You know, I've always been repressing my vocal abilities, and I just maybe I should just finally let my hair down and give it a chance. Where's my chinchow? Woke Livid trying to breed 2 female Pokemon, yeah. The Woke Livid stuff, that's been funny. It was only a few comments. So whatever. Yeah, I'm a little progressive. I want my Scyther to be a male to pass on False Swipe. What? It's 2025. We can't change our Scyther's gender to pass down False Swipe. What? So I'm such a bad guy? We're just back to our old ways. I'm not doing this. We're riding with our original Parasect. Do you remember all the stuff I was saying? I was like, oh man, my looks really turned around today. We found like Tauros and Miltank like that. You guys, what kind of day am I having, you know? That's how the universe centers itself. Someone got cocky, yeah. Get in there. Jarvis play the Tauros clip. Yeah, I'll have to go back and clip those. Those are... We got a lot of classics today already. The Tauros Master Ball clip. The Master Ball incident with Tauros. Livid remixes, Man Out of You. Oh, save now, yeah. No, honestly, that's... I should just be doing it after every catch now. To avert disaster. I'm just thinking about how easy it was to encounter them before. It was so beautiful. Miltank first. And Tauros right after that. I mean, right after it, too. Yes. I'm gonna risk it. I think you can survive a leech life. I think you can, Miltank. You got this. Survive! Good job. I don't like Master Ball at the top either, so we'll see how much like we're at their second slot seems safer. Box the Master Ball. I only don't want to do that in case I run into one of the beasts. The two roaming beasts. It's crystal, so there's only two, but that's the only reason why I don't do that. Yes. Get in there. Oh. I'm trying to fill all these boxes up. What's that, Route 39? Yeah. Gotta name the file. Route 39 Miltank. Oh, I don't want to say who it is, but I don't mind telling you guys either. You guys are the homies. I've been reached out for an advertiser reached out, and it's like the first time I actually like the product a lot. So I'm negotiating to maybe have my first integrated ad in a video. But I think it fits the audience, so because I've turned down like 3 other offers because, well, one, to be completely honest, it was like it wasn't worth putting in, like what they were offering wasn't worth putting into a video, like monetarily, it wasn't worth it to me. Like I'd rather just not have the ad in the video at all. Or it's been that I don't really like the product. Yeah, thanks, Wes. Okay, Tauros, can you survive a leech life? Miltank did. Can you? I believe in you, Tauros. Survive! Okay. We'll see. Like, to be completely honest, like, because I haven't gotten too far the process with any advertiser, cause I usually just say no, thank you. I haven't been really negotiating a rate. And, I think I did a little bit of research, and I looked at my analytics and stuff, and, I came to a price that made sense, because I had a range between, like, $35 to $60 per 1,000 views. And if that sounds like a lot, it is, because, integrated videos within a YouTube video that, like, just is there forever, is way more valuable than, like, a skippable ad. Which, like, for example, on, I can bring it up. I think on the, like, the Conquest video, advertisers are paying $13. I mean, I don't get $13 per, you know, YouTube takes a cut. But on the Conquest video, that's actually doing, pretty good as far as, ad revenue per 1,000 view. Advertisers are paying $13.50 for every 1,000 views on that video. So anyway, you can charge, like, significantly more than that, to have an ad embedded in your video. Some people charge, like, crazy amounts, but I don't get, like, millions and millions of views. But at the same time, I'm actually doing okay for, like, a long-form game analysis channel. So I came to a price that I think is fair, but gives wiggle room if they want to try to whittle me down a little bit. What they don't know is I have already factored that in. And when they whittled me down, it's actually the price I was fine with. See, I'm a master negotiator, chat. I'm a businessman. I retire wasting all my money on Pokeballs. But with Manscaped, my balls are no longer being... That's... Like, I need to consult with you to write the ad thing. That's another thing, too. Some people who have talked to me, they wanted me to be on camera. And I'm like, I don't like doing that for videos. So I didn't... And I think that'd be jarring to the audience who never usually sees me on camera, and suddenly I'm doing it for an ad. I was like, I don't want to do that. This one, I just need to talk. And I was like, perfect. The infinitely wise Livid using reverse psychology on advertisers to garner his third, more billion-dollar deal. Yeah. Always start higher than you actually want, then go from there. Yeah, exactly. I'm like $5 higher than I even care about for the video. The only thing is like, the only thing I'm confused about is how they're gonna pay me. Like, so if they do it per 1,000 views, for how long though? Like, so like every month, do I check in with them and be like, hey, you owe me X amount of dollars because it has 5,000 more views or something? I don't know how that works. And when I was talking, I only have one person I can even talk to about this that is in a similar boat, and they were like telling me, yeah, you're kind of in a tough spot, but they're like, after you get more experience and you grow a little bit more, you should just do a flat rate. Just do a flat rate for the video, which is like, I understand what they're saying because it makes it really simple, but at the same time, like, what if you do a flat rate and you undersell yourself and your video does like gangbusters, right? And they only had to give you like, because imagine I get a video that goes like 100,000 views or more, and they give me $500. That might sound like a lot, but for 100,000 people got to see their ad for only $500, that's a crazy bargain for them. That's a crazy bargain. So, but if you do it by views, it's like, yeah, but for like how long? For indefinitely? I don't think that's how that works. So it's like, I haven't seen the contract yet on how that works, but it's interesting. And then also a flat rate on their end, like, so what if the video does poorly, you know? They paid like 500 to 1,000 for a video that did poorly or something. It's a confusing world, but it's necessary. Like, the dream is I get big enough one day where I don't ever have to work with any advertisers, because I would be benevolent. I see, like, Critical and, like, Charlie and Asmongold, they talk about how they don't have, like, advertisers or something. They just work off of AdSense or ad rolls on Twitch. And, I wish I was in that spot, because I would prefer just not to have any. I would be a benevolent rich person. Where am I going? I had to switch the PC. I usually do the opposite when buying things. I offer half and work my way up. Yeah. That stuff's awkward though, you know? I'm the guy that, like, I feel too bad, or, like, I don't want to... It's weird, like, I don't mind confrontation in other, aspects of life, but when it comes to, like, negotiating something, I get, like, really, like... I try to avoid conflict. Which is, like, not where I should be getting coy. Because it's, like... There's money on the table, but... I guess I feel bad when money's involved. Chase the bag. This is why you started making videos in the first place. Well, what do you mean? Not even a nibble. Not even a nibble. I think the Whirl Islands I can get a seal. Yeah. I gotta go to the Whirl Islands for a bit. Go get myself a seal. I'm gonna get him a chop after this. In honor of Black Ops 7 coming out, I'm gonna watch you play Pokemon Crystal some more. What's up, Maverick? Are you a Black Ops player, or are you saying that you are such a not Black Ops player that you're gonna watch me? You missed, dude, you missed some classic moments, Maverick. I'm gonna say. You missed out on a lot today. Yeah, Maverick, we've been pushing along, dude. We're not slowing down for anything, except when I accidentally throw a Master Ball, or I forget the gender of my Scyther, and then break into a music piece from Mulan. Like I said, you missed out on a lot. You went for Battlefield. See, people seem to be liking Battlefield 6. Is that true? I don't think I've played Battlefield since like Battlefield 3. But it's not. I just don't really play shooters. Game launcher. I don't even remember. I don't even remember any of that stuff. I vaguely remember one map I used to play on. And I remember watching Battlefield 2 from afar and not having a PC that could run it. And I was so jealous because I could never find it again, but there was like this really popular AC/DC like music video that a fan made of like all these highlights from Battlefield 2. And it was so cool, man. Battlefield 2 looked so cool. And I never got to play it. Top tier multiplayer experience so far. Nice, dude. Well, I'm happy that it worked out. I get too angry at shooters, and I also suck, and that's not a good combo. Yes! Water Chansey. No, Maverick, it's Water Chansey. Well, rare, kinda. It's a 10% encounter. Where are the eggs? Rock Chansey. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's coral. But every time I remember it's rock, I'm like, oh yeah. They cannot survive in polluted water. Guys, protect the oceans, okay, guys? She used to spam this thing with the anime. We're trying to go get a seal, by the way. That's the next target. All right, Seal, where are you at? Yeah, Mantine's pretty like, I feel like maybe it was gold and silver I was used to, but I feel like it used to be like a somewhat more rare encounter, like 5%. I run into him a lot. Crystal. How the animations of 25 Euro game is better than ZA. It's a mystery. Yeah, it's so mysterious. I don't know how. I don't know. Maybe we've just lost technology. It's definitely not Game Freak's fault. Get in the ball. All right, now we're gonna go get Jinx. And I have to wait till evening to get a Sneasel. Yeah. I can't do Leech Life because I think it'll kill it. It's a Psychic type. I think I have to come back for Delibird later, too. Befriend it and love it in Gen 2. We're gonna make you love it. You guys gotta be friends. Yeah, go ahead, Phantom. Thank you for the congrats, by the way. Well, it's the deal's not. We're still talking. So who knows? It might. Maybe I asked too much. To me, there's like oh man. Do I like money? Of course, but to me, I also like. There's a point where, like, I don't. My big thing right now is growth. I'm trying to grow the channel. Luckily, I'm breaking even and making a little bit more than that. Not too much, but I don't care because as long as I'm breaking even, there's no pressure to sell stock or anything like that. Everything is great and I can just keep going. So for me, I don't really care about making money right now, to be honest with you. As long as the channel's growing, I'm happy. Later on, like, at some point, like, if I want to truly do this for a very long time, it's like, gotta get enough money to pay for my own insurances and stuff like that. Try to get a little bit ahead on life. I'd like a house one day and stuff, you know? So it's like, I'm ahead of schedule on that because I saved and invested a lot of money before I started doing this. So the goal, and I had planned 2 years of net loss, and in my first month I got monetized. So this is not a brag. I'm just saying, like, I can keep chasing the dream for a while, you know. Is all I'm trying to say. And when it comes to advertisers, I'm under, like, I feel no pressure. So for me, even if, like, well, your channel's not big to demand this kind of thing, well, that's fine, because I would prefer my videos be more succinct without an ad at all. If they were going to be like, well, you know, your channel's X size, so we only want to do this. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense. Like, I'm at the point now where I'm like, I kind of think, I'd prefer there just not be an ad at all. So it's not as distracting, you know? Yeah, Wes, we have to come back. Okay, so you mentioned worried about underselling by requesting a flat rate if a video goes big. However, if you did an integrated ad for a flat rate and they came back, would they pay again? No, I don't think they do. So I hear, I don't know if you heard me. I said that too. I said, well, what if I do a flat rate and then I get a video that goes over 100,000 views and they only did 500 or 600 bucks, which for a smaller channel like mine, that's actually really fair. A $500, $600 flat rate is actually fair. But if I get over 100,000 views on a video that's 40 plus minutes long, that's an extremely, like, I could have charged like $1,500 or more. And I only know that because I did some research. Not that I've ever, I mean, none of my videos have ads, integrated ads. But a lot of people, because I thought that was like, I was like, really? 1,500 bucks? They're like, yeah, easily. I was like, oh. I only know one other YouTuber I could talk to about this. I don't have a lot of people I can talk to, so it's hard to figure out. Starting a business with the whole sole intention of making money with a lack of passion for the product or the foundation only results in failure. I 100% agree. Yeah, if I was in this for the money, this was a stupid idea because I was making a shit ton of money in my last job. I don't know if I'll ever make as much money as I did doing that. But I've never been happier in my life. I was happy at my last job, but I mean, like, I wasn't doing the exact thing I want to do. I'm doing the exact thing I want to do. I love video games. I love talking about them. I can't stop talking. Look at me. I talk too much. I mean, I have worries, and it's like, you have to still sustain, an amount of income, both for being able to continue to make content at the pace I am, as well as like supporting myself and others. Right now, I don't have any kids, no wife, so it's just me. So it's much easier. But no, I completely agree. If you get into any kind of business where like the sole drive is money, maybe something I'd do. So like theoretically, if you sold less, but had a consistent ads from the same company, would that pay off in the long run? Can you rephrase that? I guess I'm not sure. What do you mean? Where's that working with Team Rocket? Close. Yeah, they paid me in stolen Pokemon. I'm not gonna sit here and act like would it be nice to make a lot of money on YouTube one day? Sure, but I also don't need it. If I made like, I don't know, if I made like 60 or 70,000 a year, I'd be fine because I always mention this just to add context, but like I already have significant stock and that's growing. If I could keep adding to that over the years, and then eventually I could buy a house on a significant down payment or just buy it outright, so that my expenses are really, really, really low. I don't need to make a bunch of money. I truly don't. The things that make me happy are really cheap. It's like buying a video game, maybe going to a couple of sports events. Other than that, I don't really like... I told my girlfriend, like, I used to travel all the time for work. I don't want to ever leave my state ever again. I'm kidding, but like I don't need to see the world. I've already done it. I don't need to leave the state a bunch. Already done it. You're good, Phantom. Wait, did I already pick up the... Did I already pick it up? Or is it hidden? I'm looking for the heart scale. Or whatever it's called to... Is it... Hold on, is it Dragon Fang? No. What evolves a... What evolves a Seadra? A Dragon Scale. Oh, I thought it was in the Dragon Den. No, it's in Mount Mortar. Oh, wow, okay. I thought it was Dragon Den. Maybe go to Japan once or twice, yes. Me and my girlfriend want to do that. And Korea. I have to go to the homeland of everything I like. Meaning Japan. Need waterfall to get up that part while you're there. Have some space for Tyrogue too. Thank you. The waterfall thing. I think Chinchou does no waterfall. Just want to make sure. No, but it's able. Okay. Oh, it already knows it. Okay, perfect. Even better. Before I go there, though. Oh, there's a Dratini in there. Oh, wait, no. I got a... I think I got a Dratini already from the test. Pretty sure I do already. Yeah, I did. The answer is yes, Swez. I know there's a bunch of stuff south I can get. Route 45. Yeah, Gleegar, Skarmory, Fanpea, Donphan. Do you guys know Donphan is more... has a higher chance of being found than Fanpea? It's kind of weird. Let me heal up Parasect before I go. Oh wow, you can catch Dratini on Route 45 too. Oh, Wobbuffet at night. But during the day I can do Ursaring and Teddiursa. So, YouTubers I follow have integrated ads, and the same sponsor has ads in multiple videos. I'm asking, would flat rate require multiple videos for that sponsor, or would it be per video? Right now, with the person I'm talking with, it's per video. and I mean, I just need to have someone I can like, because the only person I can talk to is like I'm kind of got bigger than them. So it's like I don't really have somebody above my level where I can ask like these questions where I'm like, well, is a flat rate really better? But what if the video pops off and you undersell yourself? Flat rate makes it simple. I don't need to be asking about my money if like say I always use this as an example, but my red and blue video when I first came home had 5,000 views and it's at 100,000 now, but that took like 9 months. So hold on, are you going to be sending me a check every month, or you know what I mean? So it's like a flat rate makes it very simple, but a CPM, you know, compared to how many views it gets, it's like the thing is in my genre, like I make content in you know, retrospective or long form or evergreen space where like something can be viewed a long time. It's not like these videos that kind of pop in a week, get tons of views in a week, but then it's like the viewer has no reason to watch it after that, right? Like it's cyclical. So I don't know what's best for me. Because here's the thing. Here's how I feel. If it's based on, like, I would have it in a contract where if it's going to be based on CPM, but then after, like, 5 months or even less, like, it feels like after, I mean, I'm just assuming here, but it feels like after, like, a few weeks, they'd be like, okay, we're not going to pay on that video anymore, even though you're continuing to get views on it. The good thing about YouTube is there is an editor, and you can slice out snippets of your video after you've posted it. So it's like, okay, then I'll take out your ad. Like, you know, if we're, and I don't know why I'm going down that route, but it's hard to think about these things because I just don't want to, like, I completely undersold myself. I'm not even being paid for the ad anymore, but it's still in the video forever. That makes sense on a flat rate. On a CPM rate where you should be getting paid per 1,000 views. Well, I mean, are you really gonna, how are we going to track that? So I'm going to go to you like I mean, what if a video keeps picking up views over 3 years? I'm sure there's either a cap or there's a time limit on, which doesn't work for me, right? Suffering from success. Well, I've signed nothing. I haven't gotten paid by any of this yet. This is all before it's happened. I know you're joking, but like I said, I've turned down like 4 other sponsorship opportunities simply because I don't think it fit my channel, or you know, and they were offering money, but unfortunately you have twice as many subscribers. Well, not unfortunately, but I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Same. The only person I can talk to, they used to be the, like, I was like, wow, how do they, you know, and they've done one other sponsorship, but they were honest. They're like, dude, I haven't had an opportunity like that, so I don't know. It's weird. I just kind of want to fast forward to see if like I could just make enough from AdSense that I never have to do this, because I I really do feel like if I was just at a point where I could just live off AdSense, and maybe if people wanted to support on Patreon or YouTube channel memberships, which is never a requirement. No, let's go further beyond that. I wish that, like, I would shut down, if I was making a healthy amount just from AdSense, I would shut down like paid patrons and all that stuff like that. Right now it makes a lot of sense, but I mean, I want to live in a future where I don't need, other than AdSense, I don't need anything else. I don't know, maybe that's dumb too, because with the way YouTube shifts and changes, you know, right now YouTube takes a 45% cut from advertiser dollars. So every dollar that's made, YouTube takes nearly half. At any point, they could just say, well, okay, now we're going to take 60%. Now we're going to take 70%. So it's like, I guess a hedge against YouTube is to have advertisers that you're working with personally, and the Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. It drives me crazy that YouTube takes anything from a channel membership. I hate that. For Patreon, I guess it makes sense because they have to have a company, and that is their whole company. That's not what YouTube does as a business, though. They're like they're specifically trying to give the creator money, and YouTube takes a slice. It's strange, and I can't imagine there's any any real cost to allowing that transaction to happen. Because that bugs me. Like when I want to give a creator money, like I don't understand why the platform gets a slice of that. They already get a slice from everything else. No, hold on. I get it from a business perspective, but I don't get it, like, morally. Shady chords do shady things, yeah. I'll tell you what would really open your eyes is when you look into charities. There's like a whole website that'll break down what charities are spending on themselves versus how much they're actually giving to the thing that they're supposedly putting money towards. There's charities that spend like 95% of the money they get on themselves. Alright, looking for Fan P. Charities aren't saying it makes wanting to do good with a bit of money so hard. Right. Okay, looking for Skarmory and Fan P. Come on, you're not gonna let me escape? What is this? I used to take it personal when Pokemon wouldn't let me escape, even though someone on my party could like destroy them. I used to like switch in the thing that could beat them and just like smash them. Like, that's what you get for wanting to keep this fight going. I tried to spare you, you know? Nothing worse than celebrities getting involved in charities. People with more money telling you to donate. That, you're so right. That's so crazy. When celebrities do that whole like, hey guys, you guys need to start giving your money to these charities, and it's like I often notice they rarely reveal what they've donated themselves, and I also think the concept is crazy to like go to middle class and lower middle and lower income people and tell them to, it's like, y'all can handle, you have this money, like flippantly spend, that's you guys. Like, a couple things that come to mind is like, I saw a TikTok about Billie Eilish. There was supposedly these like high dollar tickets for her shows where like supposedly half of those ticket sales for like the high dollar tickets she was going to donate to charity, but then they found out all she did was, it was the same price it's always been, but they added like, you know, $30 more, and that $30 more went to charity. So it actually didn't, if that makes, you see what I'm saying? So like they just added like a tax on you, and then you paid it, and then she still gets a tax write-off on it. And I was like, classic. And I think it was Jennifer Lawrence who said, like, she actually was very wisely, she was talking about, she said, you know, actors have been telling people how to vote and who to vote for decades, and it never changes anything. Like, it never sways an election, and it only causes, like, divisiveness with the audience. So she was like, maybe we should all just, like, you know, shut up and, like, act and just do our job. And I was like, wow, there you go. Good job, Jennifer. It's kind of what people have been saying forever. It is weird that, it's just weird that, like, it doesn't matter what spectrum of politics you're on. When, like, celebrities or really rich people are like, I don't know, they really do think that, like, we're all cave people, and they know they have all the answers, and their lavish life and decadence is somehow like, see, my life is so amazing, and you can have this too. You just gotta listen to me. Yeah, it's that easy. I don't know. If I were like really rich, I do think I'd be the personality type. It's like, I'm not gonna tell people in a different tax bracket how to vote or who to vote for. I feel like that has nothing to do with me. What's up, Vermilion? I speak when chat's speaking. When I saw WWE wrestlers getting involved in the last presidential election, I was dumbfounded. Like, okay, Undertaker, I like your work in the ring, but yeah. Yeah, I don't even care if they agree with me, like, but it's weird. A voting block of people who truly an election does not matter. It will not change their life in any kind of meaningful way. So tangentially related, shout out to the singer that donated a fifth of their net worth to a charity at an event and then called out billionaires at the same time event for dodging their taxes. Power play. It's so funny how Fanpy is like... And Skarmory. Alright, I'm gonna get you guys soon. You guys are coming home. I wonder if it would just be easier to get eggs of Fanpy. Or like, for example, Ursaring is a 10% encounter rate. Oh my god, it's only 10% in the morning. I missed the boat. That's so stupid. I remember Juan Mata did a thing where he'd donate 1% of his salary to charity, and other soccer players were getting involved in it. Don't know if that's still going on. That's nice. 1% of his salary is a lot. I used to love Juan Mata. To piggyback on that a bit, while in a different tax bracket, there is still citizen and allowed to put their political opinions and to share it. Yeah, I don't remember where I said, like, you can't have an opinion. But I'm saying when you're telling a different voting block how to vote, it's just dumb to me. Like, I think it's better to just be honest about, like, what your interests are. It's easy to say they don't understand low-income families, but truthfully, your richest actor is closer to being on food stamps than being a billionaire. Well, that's funny. I've noticed a shift in that, by the way. It used to be, oh, the rich, they meant millionaires and billionaires, but, you know, somebody has a favorite actor, somebody has a favorite artist, somebody has a favorite author that are millionaires but not billionaires. And it's like, now we collect, not we, but people collectively agree, oh, we mean billionaires. It's like, billionaire is a lot of money, but so is net worth being 500 million. It's also a lot of money. But I do notice people who've gotten very wealthy for being political commentators on YouTube and Twitch. Suddenly it's not eat the rich if they're millionaires. It's only eat the rich if they're billionaires, because they're not one. Interesting. Yeah, I've definitely noticed that in like the last 5 years. The distinction with the B in that. Yeah. Wes, I saw a post about a Man United player. I'm not familiar with him too much, but I guess he's a defender. He came from Real Madrid, and they were talking about how when he's on the field, you guys only allow a goal every 120 minutes. That's crazy. And when he's not on the field, you average a goal conceded every 30 minutes. Oh, and one more Phantom I just thought about. You're saying it's easy to say that like billionaires wouldn't understand like low income, but such and such is closer to food stamps than billionaires. Can't you just flip that argument and being like, oh, well, low income people don't understand billionaires, so they shouldn't tell them to give up their money? Wouldn't that be the same thing? Can't speak to that. I've never changed my philosophy on changing Eat the Rich from millionaire to billionaire, but fair point. This is my fault. I brought the conversation into this realm, but I don't believe in that. I think if you... Never mind. Who cares? I'm not changing society on a Pokemon stream. I'm catching a Skarmory. Casemiro, he's a central defensive midfielder. But he's old now, so he can't compete a full minute. Got it. Skarmory looks like a hypothetical 4th legendary bird to me as a kid. Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to debate whether to encounter this Phanpy or just get the egg for it, because it's at 5%.
I remember the anime did a whole episode with a girl that would bully people trying to cross the bridge, and no one knew the bird type. That was actually an anime episode? That's funny. He beat her with the Centiquo? Dang. I think I've decided I'm gonna get the eggs for the Pokemon I've been wanting. Like in here, I can get an Ursaring at 10%. Or 15%, actually. Whoa. Ah, you guys have been talking about Phanpy. Yeah, and Crystal, you can get a Phanpy 5% level 2 on Route 46. I genuinely never knew that. That's crazy. But only in the morning, too. Has to be the morning. Morning encounter sucks so much. Could only take advantage of it on weekends because I couldn't play the Game Boy till after I did my homework when I got home from school. Yeah, same. So like, well, I mean, I wasn't waking up till, I think school for me as a kid started at like 8 or 9, right? I was waking up at like 7. So I had to like get up, get ready, and go to school. It's not like I could play, you know. And then back then I was one of the kids who didn't have a strategy guide. So it's like, even if I had the time, I wouldn't know where to go like right now to go take advantage. It was like, it was basically like, if you were a morning only Pokemon, I just probably didn't know you existed for the longest time. Like Phanpy. Because there's no way I would have like sat in a grass patch randomly on a weekend just figuring that out. And then, hold on. And by the way, even on a weekend, buddy, I'm sleeping in. Waking up early. What are we talking about? It's a weekend. Yo, look at this dude. Ursaring's so cool. Sweet. What do they call this? Dark cave? Yeah. Alright, so if now I'm looking for places in Johto. I mean, there's stuff like Kadabra and stuff that I don't have yet. But I could just evolve my Abra, you know, just take some time. Rock Tunnel. Rock Tunnel, I could go get, like, Cubone. Alright, let's do that. Gotta get up at 7 morning cartoons. You didn't want to be the kid that missed out on the latest episode. Conversations on Monday. Was it that early, though? Was it 7 in the morning? Because maybe I was getting up early. Did you get the trainer phone numbers? No, I didn't. The good thing is, Wes, like I'm gonna joke about that in the video. I basically got nobody's numbers, but the good thing is, like the 1% Yanma, for some I encountered it like a few encounters. It was like 3 encounters I got Yanma, so I got very lucky. Yeah, I got Dunsparce. Yep. That one did take a while, though. Other than that, are you familiar with... So, Dunsparce, Yanma, are there any other ones that are like 1% encounter rates? Because if not, I don't really need... The thing that sucks about not having the numbers right now is they give out evolutionary stones, which, again, is fine, because I can do a lot of that from Generation 1. You ever feel like, oh, it fled? You are the best. Oh, Tangela. Oh, I need to go back and get Quillfish. You know what? I don't want to forget that. Let's go back and get Quillfish. This will be for the This will be for the fishing arc. The way I'm doing the video, I think you might have heard me, but for anybody else, I'm doing it in arcs rather than like sequentially. So like I'm gonna have a section for fishing Pokemon. He's one of the fish. What are you talking about? Oh, the phone number? We don't... I think it's like a 15% encounter rate in Crystal, so we don't need to worry about that. Like I said, the only thing I care about with phone numbers that I don't know if it's going to come up is the evolutionary stones. Come on. Evo stones aren't that big an issue because no Jodomon uses Gen 1 stones. If you need anything to evolve, you can just trade back to Gen 1. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why, like, again, I had played Heart Gold Soul Silver more recently than I had played a Gen 2 game. So I kind of like, I just completely spaced out the number thing, because in Heart Gold Soul Silver, they will say before you leave the dialogue, hey, do you want my number? In Gold and Silver, you have to ask for it. You have to talk to them. So by the time I got to the end of the game, I think it was you who asked me, like, oh, have you been collecting numbers? And I was like, I literally don't think I've collected a single number that you're not forced to get. But then I thought about it, and I was like, look, because even with swarms, isn't it like, I'm sure there's some kind of thing where it's like only one swarm a day, or in a particular randomized such and such. It's like, you know, it would be far quicker to just go and encounter the 1% thing than it would be waiting literal days to see if a swarm encounter would happen. So I was like, I'll just do the encounters. And then as far as the Evo Stones, like you said so eloquently, I could just evolve as necessary. And a lot of it is going to be done for me, because a lot of the final evolutions that need Evo Stones are already sitting on yellow. Why being mean to Parasect? Alright, fine. Since you want to be so mean to Parasect, taking you out, Tentacool. I'm gonna sign off here. I'm pretty tired. I'll probably be back on later tonight. So, Wes, Eon Kane, Phantom, if you're still there. Anybody else, thank you for watching. But I'm gonna go probably get ready for the rest of the day. Take a nappy nap or something. Alright, guys. Bye.